You done seen this brother on Comedy Central, Joe Rogan podcast. He's the creator of the Long Days podcast. Give it up for Mr. Yannis Pappas, everybody.
Keep it going for Jared Harvin, huh? One time for Olivia as well. How about another time for yourselves for making it through winter in Madison, Wisconsin? Well done. Well done. You're still alive. You didn't put a gun to your head. You did it. You did it. I had a daughter during the pandemic, you know. She was born, my first daughter. I love her to death. Well, I think she's a her. I haven't asked her yet, so it's like... What, you guys from the 1950s? I mean... You know how it works, right? My friend was like, when's the gender reveal? I was like, I don't know. It's up to her, you know, like... I'm gonna wait till she's old enough, maybe 3 or 4, you know, and... she'll let me know what the deal is. Who knows? She could turn around and be like, my name is Steven now, Daddy. My name is Steven, and my birthday's coming up. I want you to buy me a dick, Daddy. Buy me a dick. I want you to get me one of those new Elon Musk Neuralink dicks that just kind of meld onto your skin. I think by that point, you'll be able to pop them on and pop them off, you know? Be able to go out however you want. Am I gonna be a girl tonight or a boy? And I'll do it. I'll buy her a dick. I'm a good dad, you know? Like, I'm not gonna not do it. A lot of dads will paint their fingernails with their daughters. I'm gonna transition with mine, you know? I'm not gonna let my baby go through it alone. She's transitioning, I'm transitioning. I might do it anyway, you know? I'm a little curious, to be honest with you. There's this whole opportunity out there to become another person. I might take it, dude, you know? I'm bored of being a guy. I've done it all. I'm in my 40s, you know? I played basketball. How many games am I gonna watch? I've done it all. I'm a little curious. You're not a little curious? I think we should all do it. We have the opportunity to live 2 lifetimes in one. Everyone should just live the first half of their life in the gender they were born, then murder someone so you get to feel what that feels like, you know? Everyone's a little curious about that. And then transition. It's called pulling a Caitlyn, you know? You just... They're looking for the person who did the murder. You're like, don't misgender me, asshole. That person doesn't exist. You might want to find them last year. That's the last location they were at. I'm tired of being a guy. Oh, it's boring, dude. I'm tired of having sex as a guy. Do you know how boring it is to just do this over and over again? This is the only move we have. This is all we can do. We are anatomically anchored to only be able to do this. It's like Paul Bunyan chopping down a tree over and over again. You guys are having fun. Reverse cowgirl, you're on the ceiling, backwards, Kama Sutra, whatever, playing with all types of buttons and holes. All we can do is show up doing the same thing. There, we're right here. You're in a crazy position, all pretzeled up. Here we come. Want to try something different? This is all we can do. A little circle to the left. You want to try something different tonight? How about to the right? Left and right and left and right. Left and... God damn it, this is boring. I'm tired of fucking. I want to know what it's like to get fucked hard, you know? I get my legs just thrown behind my ears. I want to get the crazy fucked right out of me, you know? I want a light choke. I want to know what it's like to not be in the mood because I feel fat, but I'm not, you know? I want to know what it's like to bond with my girlfriends over a glass of wine and just talk shit, you know? I want to have psychological warfare with other girls by giving out false compliments about your outfit. Just be like, that's a beautiful sweater, and then just fucking walk away. Have her wondering what I meant by that. I want to march for equal pay. Equal pay, girls! Equal pay for jobs that are not physically strenuous. Equal pay! I want to watch Real Housewives and really get it, you know? Just really get it. That's the time now. We live in that era, you know? The amenities of modernity are so advanced. Everyone's just living in their own, like, childhood fantasy, you know? Just still playing childhood imagination games. Don't fight it. Just go with it. Everyone wants to be whatever they say they are. Reality is a suggestion, you know? Come to a city like this, girls like, call me them. You're like, but I only see one of yous, you know? Like, then you're like, you know what? Fuck it. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? You know, like, your boy's like, are they coming? I'm like, yeah, they're coming tonight, you know? He's like, are we gonna have room in the car for them? I'm like, we got plenty of room in the car for them. We actually got one seat open because there's only 3 of us. He's like, but I only see her standing there. I'm like, dude, that is them right there. It's like a game of Abbott and Costello, who's on first. Don't fight it, go with it. Then you go down south or to the country out here, they're playing a whole different game. They're like, Hillary Clinton is a shape-shifting salamander. She lives under Pizza Hut. They got children slaves drinking baby blood. That's not pizza sauce, that's baby blood. You're like, fuck it, I want to play that game. It's like adults Dungeons and Dragons. I like that. In fact, when are they going to hire one of these QAnon kids to write a movie script? Does anyone have a better imagination than QAnon? Dude, they had a whole thing recently. They thought JFK Jr. was coming back to run with Donald Trump in 2024. And they all went to what is it, Daley Plaza? I'm an idiot. Daley Plaza in Dallas, which, by the way, that's their tourist attraction, is just an X on the street where somebody got shot. That's Dallas for you. Yeah, man, president got his head blown off here. Come take a pic, you know? They went there and they were waiting for JFK Jr. to appear. That is a fucking lit movie right there. Why is not some studio head pulling one of these incels out of their parents' basement in Milwaukee and just going, dude, tell me every thought that you've ever had in your entire life. They're like, AOC is a clone bot created by the Soros Foundation to wipe the white man off the planet. You're like, keep going, dude. This is fucking good stuff. They got child slaves under Wendy's. You're like, I love it. We get The Rock, Jason Statham. They rescue the kids. That's what it is now. It's going to even get more complicated, more and more complicated as time goes on. And some of you young kids have kids. By the time you get to that age, complicated. Your kids are going to be like, Mommy, Daddy, my gender is a sound. I want you to refer to me only as and my pronouns are nosotros. Formal Spanish. With an accent from Spain. Nosotros. Nosotros. My wife keeps asking me, like this Christmas, she was like, when are we gonna take our little girl to meet Santa at the mall? I was like, how about never we're gonna do that? That's not Santa, you know that. That's a dude named Dennis in a wool costume. Who for some reason is motivated to sit in a mall, sweating like an Orthodox Jew in July, in a wool suit for $1.25 a day to have little kids sit on his lap. What could possibly be his motivation? Does he love Christmas that much? At some point, I'm gonna have to go in to, talk to my daughter's class, have a daddy career day, Those used to be pretty normal. People had like normal jobs, easy to understand. When I was a kid, first dad would come in. He'd be like, "Hey kids, how you doing? My name is Sean Terry. I'm a firefighter from Queens, New York. All right, I take water and I put it on fucking fire. That's what I fucking do. The water goes on the fire. All right? That's all I do. I'm an Irish Catholic kid. These are my daughters, Megan, and Megan, all right? I don't go to Manhattan. I don't go to the city. I'm not trying to catch gay or fucking Democrat. I'm not trying to catch that shit. I will pull you out of a fire unless you got a Hillary bumper sticker. Then I let nature take its course. My name is Sean Terry, lad 14. I come from a long line of firefighters. My uncle's a firefighter. My dog is a fucking firefighter. My grandmother's a garbage worker. You're like, all right, small-minded firefighter from Queens, New York. Outer borough in New York City. I get it. Next dad would stand up, he'd be like, "Hey kids, how you doing? My name is Yoshi. I'm Josh's dad. I don't know if Josh told you, we're Jews. We don't mention it enough, so we need, I just wanted to remind you, again, that we're Jewish people. We're Jews. First things first you should know is that we're Jewish people, we're Jews. Before I go any further, I'd like to let everybody know that me and Josh are Jewish people. I'm a doctor and I'm a lawyer because we're Jews, kids. That's... By the time I go in, it's weird jobs. First dad's gonna get up, he's gonna be like, "Hey, my name is Don. I invented my own money called Don Coin. I need you guys to invest in." "Hey, my name's Peter. I'm John's dad. I have a podcast. Kids, it's pretty mainstream. It's on Richard Grieco from 21 Jump Street. The whole podcast is trying to figure out why his career didn't take off like Johnny Depp's. I got a Patreon page you can join. Top level, $20 a month. You can come over and take a bath with me and talk about 21 Jump Street episodes. Hi, my name is Cynthia. I'm the only mom here. I'm Stacy's mom. I was the kindergarten teacher till the pandemic happened, and now I show my pussy lips on OnlyFans. I'm making about $5,000 a week. It's pretty crazy. I have these really long pussy lips, so I play violin off of them. I can play Tchaikovsky, Brahms, Rachmaninoff, a little Mozart. You can go to my Cameo page, get a happy birthday shout out if you want it. So please just go to onlyfans.com/DumboPussyLips and make sure you tell your parents. Are we really gonna act like that's not one of the primary engines of the American economy right now? OnlyFans. Ladies, if you are not on OnlyFans, what are you doing? You're leaving a lot of money on the table. There's a great supplemental income waiting for you. Your integrity's intact. You don't even have to put your face on there. Find what your area is, whatever your strong thing is. It doesn't even have to be a good thing. It could be a defect. Doesn't matter. You will find at least 200 to 500 guys on this planet that'll give you $5 a month to see it. I don't care if it's short haircut and neck fat. Put it out there. You got a club foot? Put a stocking over that club foot. Slap it right down on that webcam. Miss Little Peggy went to Montreal. You got at least a couple hundred guys sitting there. The internet is a matriarchy. Monetize the disease that is the male brain. When the family and kids go to sleep, that's when the laptop needs to pop up. Put that pink wig on and just fucking live your dreams, ladies. Your kid comes down, Mommy, I can't sleep. Go, Mommy's working, go to sleep. Dun-dun, dun-dun. I don't know, I mean, what do I know? I'm in my 40s. I don't care. I don't care about anything, to be honest with you. It's nice. You get into your 40s, you just let go, which is it's a good feeling. You know, young people care too much about what other people think. I didn't even really care if this show went well, to be honest with you. I think sometimes I enjoy it more when it doesn't. I'm like, at least it was quiet. That was peaceful. Like, what a peaceful crowd. There's nothing like peace and quiet the older you get. It's the best. When you're young, you need things to be lit all the time. Quiet kind of like used to depress me when I was young. I remember when I was young and I would go into a diner and see like a really old couple sitting there in silence. You ever go into a diner and just see that old couple just kind of sitting there and they kind of sitting however scoliosis will allow them to sit, looking up at each other every 4 days. That used to depress me till I realized that couple's having the best fucking time of their lives. Diners are nightclubs for elderly people. That's a hot night out for Nana. Do I want another cup of coffee? You're goddamn right I want another cup of coffee. You might be in here for 16 hours straight, sweetheart. I didn't put on these corduroys and sweater with moth holes for nothing. I do not know what old people did to moths. But they are out for revenge. Why do they only attack old people? You go over to your grandparents' house, it smells like a nuclear reactor. There's mothballs everywhere. Open the refrigerator, there's a mothball in the turkey sandwich. They're in drawers. She's wearing them as earrings. They're everywhere, there's moths everywhere. Have you ever worried about the well-being of your clothing? Ever? Have you ever worried about moths eating your clothes? Have you ever gone out late at night, left a new sweater out by accident? It hit you, you remembered, and you ruined your night. You're like, oh, fuck. Oh, God, when I get home, that thing's gonna be Swiss cheese, you know? I think old people are making it up, dude. I don't think there's moths eating their clothes. I think this is just a plot by old people to get attention. They're lonely. They want their kids to call them more. They want their grandchildren to acknowledge them. And they made this whole thing up, that there's moths attacking their attire, you know? I'm supposed to believe that a moth doesn't eat my clothes until I get my first Social Security check, and then somehow it knows I'm a senior citizen. And that's when I open the closet and they just fly out like bats out of hell. And what insect do you know that can survive off of human clothes? Is there any living thing that can eat an old Navy sweater to live? Have you ever seen a moth eating clothes? I've never seen it. The only thing I've seen a moth ever do is fly into a light and die like a Japanese kamikaze pilot, making the emperor proud. I've never seen one just nom 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 on my jeans. We'll call you Nana. Stop making up the dumb story about moths. Getting old is funny, you know? You just start to get feeble again, you know? That's why it's tough going to the gym. You know, because you know you're weaker. You know you're prone to just like injuries. You know, you go there, there's young kids like blowing out heavyweight like I used to do. You get like intimidated because I'm over here with like a 2-pound dumbbell just lest I throw out a bicep muscle and just, it's embarrassing. They need to separate the gyms. There should be an over 40 and pre-40 gym. For the same reason when you go on vacation, they should have an in-shape and out-of-shape pool, you know? They always separate it by family and adult. You're like, nobody cares about that. There should be a sign up by the pool that says, are you embarrassed to swim with your shirt off? Well, then hook a right and swim around with the rest of the farm animals, you know? I had to spend my whole week in Mexico hiding my tits, swimming around. Anytime anyone asked me a question, I just pretend like I was skeptical of what they were saying. You know? You say you're from Cincinnati? I don't fucking buy it, you know? I was just flapping around in the water like a dead housefly, just It's tough. That's the problem with getting old, is just, you can't get rid of this thing, you know? You just look, you get over 40, it just looks like you have your ass on backwards. Looks like my ass just came through my body and came to the other side. It is tough. But everybody should get married. You know, I think every guy should get married. You should have that experience. You know, just so you can experience what it's like to see a woman's full-blown mental illness on display for 24 hours. Everyone should have a little front row seat to that crazy show. Experience that. I mean, what are we doing? What is that whole thing? They lose their minds, you know? We're all supposed to gather around and pretend like Queen Elizabeth is in Madison, Wisconsin for 4 hours. Buys a dress that should have been a down payment on a house. We don't care about the dress. I hate to, you know, I don't know who you're wearing it for, but like, we don't notice, we don't care, we don't know what makes it pretty, we don't know what's going on, okay? We're just dealing with you. It's not fun, it's too stiff, it's too formal. At least put on something fun, dude. Like, we don't care what you look like when you come out, that moment that you turn into a princess in your own mind. It's not fun for us. I'd prefer it if you came out with sweatpants with like a dildo attached to the outside. At least that would be funny, and I'd have a good laugh. I'd be cracking up. Instead, I gotta stand there like, you know, fucking the princess, you know. They start losing their mind around the rehearsal dinner. That's when they start getting giddy, women, because that's like the last time they're gonna be like a regular person, you know, before they turn into Queen Elizabeth. So they start getting giddy about it. They're like, okay, remember. My wife is like, remember, after the rehearsal dinner, you can't see me at all till tomorrow. Okay, don't ruin it. No, stop. Not even a peek. No, you can't. No, stop. Not till tomorrow. Don't ruin it. It's bad luck. You can't. And I had to pretend like I cared about any of this at all. You know, like, I was like, why are we stopping at one night? Why don't we, you know, make a streak out of it? How about a whole week? How about we call this whole thing off? You can't say that, all right? You can't say that. You can't say what you're thinking, all right? When you get married, guys, I'm giving you advice, you're gonna have to go big. You're gonna have to act. Take an acting class if you have to. Don't say anything that's on your mind or anything reasonable. Just go along with it. No matter what she says. Can't see you till tomorrow. Don't stop. You can't. Don't say what any normal person would say. Be like, yeah, I know I can't see you till tomorrow because we'll be asleep tonight. So it's kind of the same as yesterday, isn't it? You can't say that. You got to remember, you're dealing with a mentally ill person at this point. Be very cautious. You'll get a coffee mug thrown at your head. So when she says you can't see me, not even a peek, no. You play it up. You go big. You act really shocked and scared. You go, what? What do you mean I can't see you? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I'm begging you, please. I need to see you. Just give me a little peek, please. Don't do this to me. Just give me, and then start scratching yourself like a crack addict. I don't know if I can make it. Don't do this to me. A full 7 hours. I can't do it. She'll love it. She'll eat it up. She'll be like, no, stop. You can't. And they just walk away going like, this bitch is fucking crazy. You know, like, she's out of her mind. And then the actual ceremony, it's like, what are we doing? What is this thing? She comes out, that's the moment. That's what the wedding's all about, is that moment. That's what she's been training all year for. She's been in the gym drinking mustard to fit into that dress, sucking on ice cubes. To get in that dress, she had to like rip her ribs out and put it on and put them back in. Just spend the whole day with no oxygen in her body. That moment when she comes out, everyone stands up. That's her moment. That's when your reaction goes to another level. Okay? Because when she comes out, you can't act like it's the person you've been with for 8 years. Okay? You gotta use a little method acting. All of a sudden, Jennifer Lopez is in your life. That's what's gotta happen in your brain. Okay? You can't do what I almost did when she come out. When she came out, I almost went, what's up? I almost gave her a head nod, you know, like, what's going on? I almost looked at my watch like, hurry it up, people are hungry, you know? Big mistake. When she comes out, you gotta act like you almost faint. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. I can't, I've never seen a visage like that. I can't, it's too bright, it's too powerful. If I look at it, you're gonna go blind. Tell all your boys, hide your eyes, hide your eyes. It's the sun, it's radiant as the sun. Meanwhile, what I was really thinking is she looks like a giant fucking doily, you know? She looked like my grandmother's dining room table just floating at me. Dress all draped on the floor. Do you guys know that it's not that size? The dress is too fucking long. It doesn't fit. Why is it on the floor? She actually just looked like a mentally ill woman sleepwalking in a comforter, just really going half speed, milking the adulation. This is about me, it's about me. 4 little poor girls holding the bottom of her dress, walking behind her as she walked. Do you know how insane that is? This is insane behavior. Why is the dress so long? I don't get it. That's like if I went to a tailor to get a pair of pants. I was like, hey man, I got a really important event. I need your most expensive pair of pants. He's like, okay, let me get your size, measure you up, I'll be right back. I'm like, cool, look, whatever size you got, I'm gonna need it 50 sizes longer than that. He's like, what do you mean? How are you gonna be able to walk? I'm like, what do you mean, how am I gonna be able to walk? I'm gonna have my boys walk behind me and hold the bottom of my pants all night. Are you even a real tailor? Is this your first Super Bowl party, or like what's... Have you never tailored a Super Bowl party before? Then me and my wife, we did our honeymoon in Cancun, Mexico. Like a couple of aristocrats, you know? Real classy. She wanted to go to like Greece and Italy. Of course she did. I'm paying for it, so. Let's take a Tesla to Mars while we're at it. Why not? She always has nice suggestions when she knows she's not paying for it. But because I was paying for it, I remembered there was a vacation package with my ex-girlfriend 10 years ago I needed to use, so. Off-peak. It's 150 degrees in Mexico. It's just us there and some Argentinian dude in a sweater trying to drink himself to death. And the Speedo and sweater just standing too close to the water aerobics instructor. I love watching all the Americans down there that don't know the lyrics to the Spanish songs, so they just repeat Despacito for every word. Na nina nina, despacito. Despacito. Now here's the deal, okay? I'll be honest with you, if you've never done an all-inclusive in South America, you have to try it at least once, just so you can gain some perspective, just so you can realize how American you really are. Everyone thinks they're oppressed or they have it hard or even a good person until you go to an all-inclusive. This is nothing more American than going to a third world country and saying, give me infinity of your resources. Either you're gonna run out of shit or I'm gonna die. I want it all. I want to drain this place dry. I paid $900 off peak. Bring me another plate of jalapeno poppers. Oh, we become evil. You feel that dictator just start to rise up from your feet. As soon as they start putting that all-inclusive band on, you just feel that little Hitler just start to rise up. Bring me 17 cheeseburgers, no. On the back of a Thai lady boy, no. 17 jalapeno poppers, not one more, not one less. Or you will be disciplined. Right? That power, you feel it, it's evil. It's like Thanos putting on his glove. It's like the Green Lantern putting on his ring. You just start picking Mexican waiters up and moving them all over the resort. You hand any one of those guys a $5 bill, they will treat you like Kanye West for 6 days and 7 nights. It's ugly. It's gross. And of course, you know, if you don't know the pool chair rule, you have to learn it. I don't know why putting a piece of personal property on the pool chair somehow means you own the pool chair. Why are there not enough pool chairs for everyone at the hotel? I paid $900, all included. Why do I gotta play musical chairs with every other guest? You can't wake up at 10:30 a.m. You know, it's stressful. You know what you gotta do. You gotta wake up 4:15 a.m. and everyone takes a flip-flop, puts it on the chair, and then they go cheat and have breakfast to go back to sleep. You know, you ever go to breakfast and see everyone walking around, one flip-flop, high-fiving? In their 6 hours, no sweat, because they've claimed their fucking chair. Meanwhile, you come down sweating, running at 10 a.m. trying to get the last one. Nobody's at the pool, but there's a flip-flop on every single chair. And you just act helpless like there's nothing you can do. You're like, we might as well just go back to America. You know, like we can't even... We can't swim today, you know? I don't know how this rule became a thing that people respect. You're not at the chair? Guess what? It's not your chair. I don't know why you just don't take the flip-flop, fucking fling it into the water, and sit down. They come back with one flop, like all arrogant, like they won in life. And they're like, hey man, you're sitting in my chair. You're like, what do you mean I'm sitting in your chair? They're like, yeah, there was a JanSport flip-flop on that. You're like, oh, I didn't know that was a deed, a legal agreement. Do you have papers that go with that flip-flop? You have a mortgage with that flip-flop? You just had a flip-flop on the chair? He's like, yeah, that's how it works, dude. All right? I went jet skiing. I went to breakfast. I went to sleep. I put that flip-flop there 4 days ago. That's my chair. And you go like, I don't know what to tell you. There was no flip-flop when I got here. But there is one in the ocean. Is that? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. While you were at breakfast, El Nino came through and just kind of swung everything around. It's weird, dude. If you put 2 pieces of personal property on the chair, I think you own a piece of Mexico at that point. Like, I don't even think the federales can get involved. I don't know who made up those rules, but they're not right. All right, I got a question to ask you, and don't get mad at me. You promise? I just want to know. This is something that I read. I'm a dog lover, so this disturbed me. It's probably, I'll tell you, okay? On the internet, on Reddit, there's like, I read this article about this group of women. They're like older or whatever, single. They have dogs. And they take peanut butter. What is wrong with you people? They feed it to the dogs. Like, what is... You are some sick people in Madison, Wisconsin. No, actually, you were right. That's exactly what I was heading. I just wanted to make you feel weird for a second. It's horrible. They would put peanut butter in certain areas and let the dog lick it off. Here's my question. Should those dogs be considered a service animal? That's my question. Should they be allowed to fly on planes and wear vests? It's comedy. Comedy. I don't know. Look, just enjoy it, man. You know? Population's going down. Nobody's having kids right now. That's because nobody wants the party to end. We have it so good. Nobody wants to have kids. Isn't it ironic when you think about it that our parents and grandparents worked so hard for us to have a better life, and now we don't want to have kids because we don't want them to ruin our life? It's a weird trend, you know? Women are waiting a long time to have kids, like career first, dreams first, you know? Biological clock, that's just an instrument of the patriarchy. It's weird, because I had my first kid, I'm guilty, I had my first kid when I was in my 40s. It's wild. And if the trend continues, I guess my daughter, she'll have her first kid when she's like in her 60s. And then I guess her kids will just be born to dead parents at the hospital. Just see a bunch of abandoned babies crawling on the floor. To restart society like Lord of the Flies. Whichever baby bites his own umbilical cord off, you're like, that's the leader, follow him. He's an industrious American. And guys, look, I know, like, listen, I know, you know, you guys are probably progressive here now. Very progressive, I get it. That'll change when you get a job. You'll become a Republican. It happens to everybody. Once you get in that tax office, you'll be like, I can save what? Okay, let's go. Let's vote to the right. Yeah. I'll hashtag left on the ground, but when I get in that accountant's office, to the right, to the right. Because look, I grew up left too. You know, my mom's a human rights lawyer. I get it, okay? But here's my advice. Just think about it. Young people, think about it. When you get married and you have a kid, you might want to marry a Republican woman, okay? Like, because they actually like want to be with the kid and raise it, you know? That's good. It's just, that kind of just surfed around the room. That thing just traveled like COVID, just... Is it true? It's a little true. It's a little true. It's a little true. It's a little bit true. I'm just saying, look, I believe in a lot of progressive causes and all that, but you gotta understand the type of headache you're in for if you marry a progressive young girl, you know? I mean, can you imagine marrying AOC, the kind of headache it would be, even just breastfeeding the baby. She would breastfeed it for a little, and then she'd be like, okay, now it's your turn. You breastfeed the baby. Did you take your estrogen pills? Did you grow your nurture tit? Did you grow your male nurture tit? You're just gonna be walking around with one tit like this. Countries living in two different realities. It's wild. You could tell by January 6th. That was a perfect example of how everyone is living in two completely different realities. Used to be people just disagreed. Now they're in different realities. January 6th was a perfect example. When you talk to Republicans and you talk to Democrats about January 6th, you get two different versions of reality. You talk to Republicans about January 6th, they're like, what's the big deal? You know what? It was a party that got out of hand. It happens. You've never stolen a podium? It happens, dude. You never been to a party, had a couple too many Trulies? Things got weird, you know? Like, Zach Brown Band was supposed to be there. They didn't show up. People got upset. You never got too drunk and wanted to zip tie a senator? It happens. Big deal. You talk to a Democrat about January 6th, they're like, it was the Holocaust! It was the Holocaust! It was the Holocaust! You're like, I don't think it was either one of those things, guys. It's crazy. Can't, you know. I was hopeful we were gonna get it together, but I don't think so. I think we should just split, you know? Not based on like territory, just on like ideology. Let people have their own stores and planes and shit. Aren't you sick of the arguing and blah, you know? I was on a plane, this argument broke out. I was like, enough of this. Let's just have separate planes. I was flying into Texas, and this dude from Texas, middle of the pandemic, he stands up, right? As soon as he stands up, we're still, you know, on the plane. He just pulls his mask down, like, because he's in Texas, he feels like COVID doesn't exist there, you know? That's how they handle COVID down there. They fight it with freedom, apparently. They don't want Fauci to be right about anything, so when their grandmother started coughing, they just took out their gun and went, keep those numbers down! That's an order from Governor Hot Wheels. He's in a wheelchair, goddamn. Hot Wheels. So he stands up, he pulls his mask down, and of course there was like this liberal woman from Manhattan. She was on the plane, you know? She saw him pull the mask down. She was like, excuse me, sir. Do you not care about people? You know, she's the type of woman who goes to bed every night like, thank you, Fauci. Thank you. Thank you for all the variants that hopefully continue to come to make me feel good about my choices. She was like, do you not care about people? Swear to God, he was like, fuck you, bitch. You're in Texas now, motherfucker. Pewing, 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 pewing. And I was like, can I just finish this Adam Sandler movie, you know? So I was like, why are we even flying together? Let's just have two planes. You know, I'm tired of all the pointing fingers and disagreeing. Let everyone just live in their own reality. They'll be fine. Everyone, you know, you get on the left-wing plane, everyone's paranoid and looking around for instances of sexism or inequality, privilege. How did you get that seat, Whitey? I know that look. That's the look of Kavanaugh, isn't it? Then you get on the right-wing plane, everyone's coughing, they can't breathe. Man, you having trouble breathing? Yeah, man, me too, man. Maybe it's the elevation or something. I don't know, man. My whole family's dead. Mine too, man. I don't know. Must be a bad cold going around or something. I don't know. Maybe it's some bad meat in the market or I don't know. Everyone's happy. We'll call it Fly Right Wings. Fly Right Wings. Just a right-wing airline. You walk down the tunnel to get in. There's not a stewardess there. There's just a dude from Florida. He's got flip-flops and a bathing suit on, no shirt. He's holding a Bud Light Lime. You know, he's like, "What's up, amigo? Welcome to Right Wings Airlines, motherfucker. My name's Derrick from Florida. First things first, you will not be allowed on this flight without your own personal firearm on you at all times. Now, before we board, I need everybody to sing the Star Spangled Banner. Hit it, Zach Brown Band. They're fucking here, goddammit. All right, now we got 2 sections on this flight. First class and fucking poor. That's it. I'm talking dirt poor, motherfucker. Your entertainment for this flight is the Joe Rogan podcast. Or you got your options to listen to Tucker Carlson, or you can listen to Tucker Carlson. That's it. In first class, we got that Newsmax, that good shit. Our meals for this flight are meat, motherfucker, meat. We got deers running in the aisles. We got midgets you could throw against the wall. We got buckets of buffalo wings, half price. We only have 2 bathrooms on this flight. Now listen and listen closely. There are 2 bathrooms on this flight, male and female. No funny shit. My cousin Dale from Jacksonville will be checking at the bathroom on your way in and on your way out to make sure the carpet matches the drapes, if you know what I'm talking about. No funny shit on this flight. Now here's the deal, this is the most important. Listen up now. If you're sitting in the middle seat, that's your property, goddammit. Somebody puts their arm on your armrest, you stand your ground. You shoot that motherfucker dead. That is based on Florida's very rational stand your ground law. Where even if you kill your whole family, as long as your name was on the deed, technically they were on your property, now weren't they? Don't let your wife sneak up on you in the bathroom. You did what you had to do. Right-wing airlines. And then we'll have woke airlines. A little different, a little softer. You walk down the tunnel, right? There's just a person standing there. You're not quite sure. You're looking for a clue one way or the other. You don't want to be rude, you don't want to make a mistake, but can't see a breast, not sure, you know, like. And they're just like, "Hi, my name is..." My pronouns are nosotros, vosotros. Welcome to Woke Airlines. If you can have your N95 mask over all of your orifices. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, asshole, please. There's some future variants that could happen any moment, anytime. Please stand 100 feet apart. We need half of the line outside the airport, please. Before we board, this plane will be taking off only after everyone has watched this 15-hour video from the CDC. We take it very seriously. Also, there are no sections on this flight. Okay, we don't want to elevate anyone over anyone else. You're all equal, okay? There's no seats on this flight. We don't want anyone to feel they have a better seat than someone else. This is an equitable flying experience. Nobody's elevated or above anyone else. So can you guys just figure out a way to get on the plane yourselves? We do have a few seats for pets. If you want to seat your pet, we will seat a pet. And when you do find a place on the plane that you agree amongst yourself is good for both of you, please everyone sit Indian style to honor that culture. I'm sorry, did I just say Indian style? I'm sorry. I'm on notice. I am so sorry. If there's any BIPOC people out there, I apologize, please. I meant native. If there's any, please sit native style. I apologize, that was privilege that came through. That was my privilege. I am listening now, I'm an ally, I apologize. Please accept my resignation from this airplane. I am receding to give somebody else an opportunity who's of purer spirit. As I told you, there's no sections on this flight. All your flights cost the same. They were all the same amount, okay? No price was above any other price. We've taken all the money from all your plane tickets, pooled it up, and redistributed it to social services. So this is actually our last flight. We're going out of business, but please hashtag you were here and how good you felt about it. Making a difference. We have 86 bathrooms on this flight. One for whatever your preferred pronoun is. We're constantly building new bathrooms every year to accommodate the ever-expanding list of pronouns that come into existence. We have he, him, she, her, vosotros, nosotros, they, them, their, those, he, ha, zubi, newbie. If we have not built your preferred pronoun bathroom yet, we do have these temporary non-binary diapers. You can go in until that bathroom is constructed. Our entertainment for this flight will just be checking in on AOC's Instagram live feed. And we only have one rule for this flight, and I'm sorry, it applies to you, sir. There are no straight white men allowed on this flight. Beat it. You might want to go down to the next terminal to Nazi Airlines. All right, listen. Underneath everything, all right, we get it. It's a little late, to be honest with you. I just encapsulated all of American culture in a fucking joke, and nobody clapped. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. This is not a ballet. Let me close this up by saying, underneath all of our problems, what's happened here is an imbalance between masculine and feminine love in America. Mom love and dad love. You need a balance of both. There's nothing more powerful than a mother's love. She loves unconditionally. But the problem with that is it's unrealistic. Mom loves you so much, she'll lie to you. She'll make you think you can be anything you want in the world. We got a lot of that going on right now. That's why you need a dad. Dads love conditionally. You do good, you get loved more. You do bad, you get loved less. The way the world will love you. You end up listening to mom, you're gonna end up setting your standard too high. And then that's when you stick a needle in your arm and feel like a failure with a fentanyl problem. See a lot of that going on. Right? Because mom will lie to you. No matter what you do, she'll be there. You ever see those serial killer documentaries? They always interviewing mom. Where's dad? He's gone. He's gone. He wants nothing to do with that kid. He's like, that one's broken. It's over. I got 1 million more swimming in my balls today. I'll make 1 million if there's 1 million women out there who want to do it. Dispensable. Send it back to sender. Broken. Amazon, return. But mom's there. She's there going, what did he do? Can I speak to the manager of this jail, please? He killed and chopped up 16 prostitutes? Not my son. It's not possible. You should have seen him when he was in kindergarten. He was a good kid. Come home with D's from school. Mom's like, what's wrong? Why are you failing? You're a genius. Your problem is you just don't apply yourself. You could be an astronaut if you just put your mind to it. Bullshit, that kid's fucking stupid, and you know it. He's stupid. Don't do that to him. He's gonna end up going to astronaut school being like, I'm here for service. And they're gonna go, what are you doing here, dude? You got D's in school. That's why you need a dad. Dad will tell you the truth. He'll tell you straight off the bat, look, your brother, he's a smart one. It's not fair. I don't know how it works. Okay? Like, I fucked your mom twice, he got all the good shit. I don't know. If it was up to me, I would have split it 50-50, but he got 98, you got 2. Take it up with Jesus. I can't explain it. All right? The only thing you're good at is being full of shit. That's it. You're full of shit, and you make me chuckle once in a while. So either go down to that McDonald's and become the best fucking fry lifter that corporation's ever seen, or figure out a way to convince a bunch of people to come see you in a basement in Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good time.